If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. We welcome you to today's show. We ask those of you who have not subscribed to please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to expose the satanic Illuminati agenda. I wanted to do this video a few days ago. I just got caught up with other things. But I'm trying to stay consistent with these videos because the signs are very eerily similar that I've been pointing out. And at least 5 of the videos I've done, the same signs you'll see in this video are in those, which will show consistency, so you could start seeing this and saying, wow, yeah, that's not a coincidence. And the video is called Alpha Omega, ironically enough, by Machine Gun Kelly. So you can already tell that it's satanic and mocking of the Bible, mocking of Jesus Christ, mocking of Revelations 22:13. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. But apparently Machine Gun Kelly feels that he's the Alpha and the Omega. But I don't know if he's ever going to really have a beginning to this career. It looks like it might be pretty short, but there's definitely going to be an end. And it's not going to be pretty for him when the Revelations occurs and the end times begins. And this guy has to account for his sins on Judgment Day and let the Lord know that he was mocking him in this pathetic attempt of a music video and song that this guy did. I'll start with just the lyrics here before I get into the imagery in the videos, the same imagery I've been pointing out. But let's just start with the lyrics, and it's hard for me to say them because every other word is a curse, so I'm just going to try to go around it the best I can. We not asking mother blanks to care about us, we just letting mother blanks know we coming. It's real mother blankin' movement. Whether you like it or not, whether you support it or not, it's a real mother blankin' movement, man. Okay, so what do you think he's referring to there? We've heard Rihanna in her video talk about the transformation coming. Beyonce talking about the formation in her song and transformation. Okay, now he's talking about the movement. Usher was talking about the movement. They're all talking about it. They're all referring to the end times, to the Antichrist movement, the ushering in of the Antichrist. And like Machine Gun Kelly tells us, we're not going to have a choice. We're not going to have a choice. According to Machine Gun Kelly, it's either join them or get run over by it. But at the end, Machine Gun Kelly is going to get run over real good when the Son of Man, Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, returns. He'll get flatlined pretty quick. So let's get into the song, okay? They show the X symbol. Unfortunately, this image I have to show you is of some stripper's rear end. Her parents must be real proud. She's got the X tattooed or painted on both of her rear ends. Her butt cheeks, if whatever you want to call it. We talked about this and what it means. The X symbol represents the Antichrist. It's an occultic symbol. It has dual meanings. Okay, but the main meaning they're using it for now is for the Antichrist. So she's got it there, and you'll see it throughout this video. We see a woman dressed up with the Baphomet horns. If you're not familiar with Baphomet, you can see Baphomet in the intro of this video. He's the man-woman goat who gets knocked out by Jesus in the video in the introductions. Baphomet is very popular amongst the occult world and the Wicca world. Just an embarrassment is what Baphomet is. We wouldn't even get into the interpretation of the meaning. Baphomet represents the beast. Okay, others will say it has dual meanings. As far as Christians go, it's a satanic deity, or it is the devil himself. Okay, but this is what I really wanted to talk about here, because I've pointed this out in multiple videos. We showed it in Rihanna's video. We showed it in Taylor Swift's, Demi Lovato, Beyonce. I keep pointing it out. That's the bathtub. I mean, what would that even have to do with what's going on in this video? But there's randomly a bathtub there. Okay, because I've been telling you about the rebaptism that's coming. People are going to get baptized in the name of Satan and debaptized from Christianity and from Jesus Christ, which is what they do when they enter the occult. It's not a coincidence that all of these videos that are coming out one by one has somebody in a bathtub. This one goes as far to have Machine Gun Kelly here actually in a bathtub filled with blood. Oh, but it must mean something cool, right? How cool to lay in blood. It's disgusting. It's vile. And we know exactly what it means. If you listen to the interviews that I did with Zachary King, former Satanist, he talks about when you're initiated into the occult, into a satanic coven, and you officially denounce Jesus Christ, the first thing you do is you become baptized. And what do? They baptize you in blood and urine. And look at this, Machine Gun Kelly in a bathtub, singing, calling himself the Alpha and the Omega, mocking Jesus Christ, holding up the X sign, in a bathtub filled with blood, and then goes underwater, just like Demi Lovato, just like Rihanna, just like Beyonce, just like all of these artists, showing their rebaptism and their dedication to Satan and the occult. While in some of the other videos, you'll see them, Rihanna has like a purple goo coming out of the water. Demi Lovato's was just regular water. This one just going as far as to show you the blood, being baptized in the blood of Satan, in the blood of Lucifer. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. You're going to tell me that this is some type of artistic expression? So what was the artistic expression for Rihanna when she just did it in her last video? Or Demi Lovato 4 days prior did it? Oh, the writers just all happened to be writing the script for the music video and said, let's have you in a bathtub. You like bathtubs, Demi Lovato? I love bathtubs. Hey, Machine Gun Kelly, what do you think about a bathtub? Love baths. Baths are great. Let's get that in there. Let's incorporate baths. Wait, somebody else did it too? It must be a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. This is planned. These producers are all deeply rooted in the occult. They are told what symbols to put in there and what symbols to show. And now they are showing the baptism. The bathtub represents the baptism in Satanism, the rebaptism that they're going to make people go through, the transformation, or as Machine Gun Kelly says, the movement that's coming that you're going to have to accept. Singing about Alpha and Omega. No, it's a coincidence. He's being artistic. This guy doesn't look like he has a brain in his body to even write this. This guy is an MK Ultra puppet. All right? He didn't write this. This isn't some creative expression. This guy doesn't have a clue. There's nothing inside of his head. He's a zombie working for the occult. And then at the end of the video, after he's baptized in blood, he holds up the X, and they show it prominently, him holding the X symbol up, the symbol of the Antichrist, with red behind him as he's faded into a shadow. He just holds up the X. And then what do they show right after it? They slowly zoom in on the bathtub. So they're showing him baptized in blood with a Baphomet, a woman dressed up as the Baphomet with the horns. They're showing him baptized in blood, which we know it's how Satanists get baptized into the occult. He's holding up the X, the symbol of the Antichrist. And then they're slowly zooming in on the bathtub to tell you that this is what's coming. A rebaptism, a transformation, a movement, a formation. That's what's coming. These videos show you and tell you, yet the sheep watch it and they just think that it's some cool random video that they just got in a room together. Like, wouldn't it be cool to do a bathtub with blood? And nobody says, well, wait, didn't Rihanna just do a bathtub thing and someone else just did a bathtub and someone else just did a bathtub? Shouldn't we do something original? You know? What does it have to do with anything? What about Baphomet? He's just randomly there, the horned woman. She just randomly has horns on her head. None of these things are a coincidence. And the reason that I keep pointing out the false gods here and exposing them is because it's the easiest way for people to wake up. I don't care what anyone else says, where they think it's clickbait. Let them think whatever they want. Trust me, I've been doing this long enough. When you see these blatantly obvious signs. Now look, what is this? Video 5 or 6 that I've done on a music video where they've shown the baptism? At this point, are you starting to think it's not a coincidence if you aren't already a believer in what's going on? Of course it's not a coincidence. This is a first step in removing the conditioning that you've been under and unpeeling the layers and getting back to normalcy, getting back to Jesus Christ, getting back to the scriptures, realizing you've been duped and seeing what's going on, that you are in the end times. They are ushering in the Antichrist. But remembering that God put you here at this time, me here at this time, everyone out there that's fighting against us, we've been put here at this time. He wanted us here now. It isn't a coincidence. Our Father put us here to fight against this and wake people up, to save one person, to share this with one person, or to tell one person, point these signs out. If you can save their soul and lead them back to our Father, lead them back to Jesus Christ, then you've done your job. Then you're doing God's work. It doesn't need to be millions of people. It would be great if it was. But if you can get one person, if this channel can get one person led back to our Father who was astray, or one person woken up to say, wow, I always believed, but I didn't know what was going on. Now I'm back with it. I'm back in the scriptures again. Back reading it. I'm back I'm repenting again. I'm back being faithful to the Lord. Then the job is done. But it's not just me who has to do it. It's all of you out there listening. Even if it's a cousin, a brother, a sister, a friend at work, point these things out. It's laughable how obvious this is. Take some of these music videos. Crack the jokes that I'm cracking about the bathtub. Everybody just loves the bathtub, right? That's why it's in all these new music videos. Talking about transformations. They're all just talking about a movement, a transformation. What's the movement then? What's the transformation? What is it? They're talking about the superhuman race they're trying to create under the Antichrist system. The accepting of the beast. All these signs right in front of our face. Couldn't it be clearer? Now it's our job to help wake other people up and get their souls back. One soul saved is a job well done. If you can save one person or help guide one person back to our Father, you are doing more work than anyone making $1 million a year at a job is doing on this earth in God's eyes. Okay, that's where your focus should be. Thank you for listening to today's show. May God bless you all and peace be with you.